here today, and all I hear is how I'm chasing crazy dreams. They'll sing, 'cause I've got perfect songs and melodies just waiting to come out of me, and you'll sing along like, oh, whoa. Fancy words, clever lines, and tales that take you back in time, and you'll sing along like, oh, whoa, and they'll know. Everyone will know. They should have believed in me.
Should have believed, baby.
You know, I don't understand it. We have built this $5 million state-of-the-art studio.
Right.
And we just can't seem to get
It isn't temperature controlled.
What is with that?
Well, you know,
that's the first thing you look for when you build a building. It's the best, heating and cooling.
We have used the clapboard. We have now found a paper plate, which is working wonderfully well.
Really well.
Yeah, really well. And I think, you know, I did a post. I did a post online on Facebook, and it just took off with the women that I was helping you with your hot flashes.
Oh yeah.
But they're continuing, so we now know with everyone else sweating in the studio that it's much more than just a hot flash. We have some issues in the
So
building.
can you imagine what I'm going through?
Yeah, what we both
I
are
already
going
have
through.
hot flashes, and then put this on it.
Yeah, I mean, your hair is wrecked. I mean, you pay for all this,
Yeah,
and
you
it
do.
just melts away. And that's, you know, there's really not much you can do.
No.
But perhaps we should just go all natural, because, you know, that's what the show is about. The show is
That's-
earthy today. It's
That's
very
what we
earthy.
should have done.
Just
No makeup,
no makeup.
no hair, straight out the shower. We were going to have organic cooking.
Right. We're going to stop shaving. We're going to.
I've already done that. We're in the winter months. We're going to drink, try, taste, if you will.
Right.
Homemade beer of many colors and
Craft
flavors.
beer is a huge thing right now. I mean, huge. How big is it, Rob? How big is craft beer? Rob doesn't know, because Rob doesn't like beer.
I don't like beer either.
Julie doesn't like beer. I don't, you know, and Jason and Matt love beer. And as a matter of fact, I think they may be drinking behind the cameras right now. So see, that's the beauty of having a non-temperature controlled
That's
building.
right.
We just give them alcohol, and then they forget that they're working in horrible conditions.
There's the answer. It was Jason on the temperature controller today, and he's passed out in the corner with 2 jugs.
That's it.
That's it.
That looks good.
All right.
All right, you know, but there's that whole organic and traditional, and there's a debate and such, and we're going to have some really cool answers. And here's the deal. These folks, we went way back, because it's always nice to have the grandfathers, the pioneers of this way of life. And these folks were doing organic farming in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know,
Not even knowing it.
Right. They knew what they wanted to eat. They tried a couple of things first. What the sprouts? I love sprouts.
Sprouts.
Yeah.
Do they taste?
Oh, you know what?
They
I
don't
think
taste.
They do.
I think they're filler.
You think it's filler?
Healthy Hippie Chef,
Do
sprouts
they taste? They taste. I mean, it kind of tastes a little like dirt, but I like that from
You
time
like
to
the
time.
dirt?
Well, you just want to feel like you're eating something that's fresh, like right out of the
Fresh.
earth. So you got they did that. They did the sprouts, and I guess they were providing sprouts to markets like across the country, the big name markets, the farmers
Restaurants, she
restaurants,
said.
yeah. And then they got into the melons, a special kind of melons. What were they say? It's like a watermelon?
Organic melons.
Well, no, it was a different kind of watermelon, like maybe a different color. I don't know. But anyway, you can find them because you're going to stay tuned to the show, and we'll tell you how. And then, like you said, the craft master, the brew master guy is here.
And the singer-songwriter master, Bill Harper,
Oh,
is here.
now here's a little story about Bill. You know Bill well.
I've known Bill for many, many years.
Right.
You know
Why?
what? After the band Quarter Moon,
That
my
she
band,
happened, her band. She had a band.
I wanted to go just acoustic guitar with female harmony.
Oh,
I went and searched all over for the 2 girls I wanted to sing with.
you found
them.
You found it. What was the acronym again? Or you had a name. I think you did the
Sweet.
Sweet.
It was the last name of the first guitar player.
Okay.
It was Jeff Sweet.
It wasn't Baby Ray.
Baby Ray, that's Barbie
Julie
sauce.
J. Sweet Baby Julie.
And Sweet Baby Jesus. Sweet KTJ.
Sweet
It was a
KTJ.
K and a T, and of course I'm the J. But we're looking for a new name. But
It was an
anyway,
acronym.
hey, yeah, we're looking for a new name with Bill Harper. If you would like to.
You are? You're
Yeah,
looking
'cause
to
we,
expand?
we
or-
don't have the T anymore in our Sweet KTJ.
Where did the T go?
She has her own career, and I'm really proud of her.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But
That's good.
anyway, I found Bill Harper. We're back to Bill Harper.
All right.
And he is just besides being a great vocalist,
Yeah.
a great songwriter.
Great man.
And
Good man.
he's a good man.
Good man.
A good man. And he puts up with 3 women.
Wow.
Who's always in between songs in the
Yeah.
mirror doing their
Yeah.
hair, because we got to look good doing it.
Yeah.
And
I
so
got it. I get
he's
it.
right there with us.
Awesome. Can folks still find you singing? I know you posted a little ditty not long ago. Can they find you somewhere online? Because I know a lot of people just want to listen to you. They just want to listen to you sing. They do. They do.
They don't want to hear her talk.
How
They don't
can
want to. They don't want to watch her.
As
do
she's
the little-
suffering with hot flashes, but they want to hear her sing.
Here's the deal. Bill and I and the girls are getting ready to do a wine tour.
And you heard it here
2018,
first on the Spiel.
and you'll have dates coming up soon.
That's right. We'll be right back.
Coming up on the Spiel.
What makes your vegetables organic compared to mine?
All farmers deal with weeds and insects. We just have certain restrictions on what we can and can't do.
This story is about the adoption process, which if you've ever gone through it, you know, there's the whole debate of domestic, international, which is easiest. But then we're going to talk about how they've actually taken an additional step, which is something that everybody, I think, should keep in mind.
Craft beer is growing like crazy.
And the products change continuously.
It's constantly changing. I think our staff at all speakeasies are the most knowledgeable anywhere you're going to find in Southern Illinois. If you come in, there will be somebody to talk to you about what you're looking for.
Good service, good product, great selection.
Like us on Facebook to keep up with tastings and weekly specials. The Bank of Heron has been serving Southern Illinois since 1937, offering everything from checking and savings accounts to loans and a full-service trust department. With convenient locations and a dedicated professional staff, our outreach and involvement in the communities we serve plays an integral role in how we do business, proving it's not just a bank, it's a relationship. The Bank of Heron. To find out more, visit bankofheron.com.
You'll know you're in Shawnee Forest Country when the hills rise up to meet you. When the fruit of the land seems to be waiting for you to pick it. Where at the end of every path, you'll find another reason to raise a toast. The Shawnee National Forest is home to miles of unbelievable natural wonders, adventure, wineries, and unique places to stay. That's how you'll know you're in Shawnee Forest Country. Plan your getaway at southernmostillinois.com.
You're watching The Spiel.
And we are spieling it in our Southside Lumber Kitchen, brought to you by Prairie Farms.
That's right. Today we're so lucky to have some organic farmers. I guess girls are farmers, aren't they too?
Oh, absolutely. Farmettes or farmers, yeah.
We got Bruce and Marianne Chrisman, and they have Coutrysprout Organics. And we're excited to have you today.
Thank you.
We're excited to be here. We always like to talk about organic produce. We're actually vegetable growers, so
Yes.
that's a little bit different. We're not organic grain farmers. We do grow and specialize in vegetables.
Can we real quick, I know it's a long process, but I know everyone's wondering, like I always did, what makes your vegetables organic compared to mine?
We go through a certification process, and so our farm is actually inspected every year. A person comes to our farm and makes sure that we're following the standards for the National Organic Program, which is done by the United States Department of Agriculture. So someone actually checks and makes sure that we're meeting those standards. What it means simply is that all farmers deal with weeds and insects. We just have certain restrictions on what we can and can't do.
Yeah, you're not modifying it, it's just getting back to the earth. And what's cool is reading your story. You guys were doing this before it was cool. You know, now everybody seems to be into it and the healthy living and such. But I guess you started out with the watermelons and the sprouts, and it has sort of evolved into all of this?
You know, back when we were readers of something called the Mother Earth News, and the Mother Earth News actually had an article that was about how to grow sprouts, and that's what we exactly did. Our system looked just like this.
Awesome.
And we started growing sprouts, and pretty soon all the local groceries, including Kroger and National, and small groceries and restaurants bought our sprouts.
Nice.
Back then, they were so popular, they kind of carried us income-wise.
Wow.
Which was really, Coutrysprout was the name of our product. And then over time, we were able to move to Carbondale. And when we got back into farming, we changed that name of our farm to Coutrysprout Organics.
Nice, very nice. What are we going to make here today?
Well, we've got Marianne here is going to make a salad. We have a lettuce. It's a true green lettuce. It's called Mirror. Now, we also have some carrots. Now, these are winter carrots. When it goes below freezing at night, a carrot, to keep from freezing, will convert its starch into sugar so that it becomes sweeter. Now, Angie, you just tried it. What do you think now?
Amazing. I'm a huge fan. I'd like you to leave that whole bowl, please.
That'd
be great. Yeah.
We're going to share the hummus recipe.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're successful at what you're doing here, and are you still taking all of this produce into the markets? That's how people are getting what you offer
Yeah,
now?
We sell at the market and at the co-op, neighborhood co-op. Those are our two outlets.
Before Marianne gets to chop in here, because I'm ready to eat it, look at this purple pepper. Have you ever seen a
Purple pepper. You can't say that too many times fast.
Wow, that is awesome. Is
It
it?
matches your outfit, Julie.
There you go. There you go.
There you go.
How about that? We know there are healing properties in eating like this, and obviously you guys have now gone into what so many people are getting into, you know, everything natural in the way of the salves and the sprays and the ointments and the oils and all those good things. So obviously you got enough here to keep the body, you know, in check and well. So what else are you gonna make here? You got a bunch of stuff out here. We gotta get to eating.
I know.
Well, the salad has the rainbow peppers in it, the mirror lettuce, and the, what did you say?
Magenta lettuce.
Magenta, which has kind of got this red leaf, so you get the goodness of the reds and get all these colors. You know, they always say eat your colors.
There you go.
And so we'll put a tiny bit of parsley in, but what Bruce is going to do is he's going to take the garbanzos and make some hummus, and then you're going to make your famous red sauce that goes over anything.
Nice.
We have one of the things that is really key to a lot of food is the garlic, and the garlic has been such a great product. You know,
Keeps the vampires away too.
It does.
vampires. Well, then not maybe so much recently.
Right.
Yeah.
But do you want to go ahead and?
Yeah,
let's
I can do it.
some stuff.
Okay,
Keep
all right,
chopping.
well, now over here, I'm going to go ahead and I'd put about a half a bunch of, you know, parsley in here, and we just throw it in there. This is a food processor, so it'll.
So the parsley,
And I've
lemon.
already added the lemon juice, the juice of 3 lemons. We've got a 25-ounce can of garbanzo beans that we're putting in here.
Were they drained or no?
They were drained, yes,
Okay.
drained, yes. And now I'm adding some tahini, which is ground sesame seeds.
Oh,
1/2 cup.
And
Nice.
it's a half a cup is what we put in here.
Okay.
And then we're going to add, you can add salt. I'm adding some sodium vis-a-vis the liquid aminos. And usually we put in about four tablespoons or so. So we're going to put a little bit of onion, not very much, because in hummus, the main ingredients actually are lemon juice and garlic, and of course the tahini and the garbanzo beans. So now we're going to turn this on and see how this goes here. Now
Now, is that what is in this bowl?
that is, so
Okay.
you're welcome to
That's
try
excellent.
this
Oh,
if
yes.
you want to
Fresh.
see if we
I mean, really fresh.
duplicate it, and it gives you another reason to eat a carrot, you know.
Well, I've been doing
Right.
that all morning, right?
Yeah,
and it's okay to eat the ends, he said.
you can eat it. Yeah, the whole thing is actually
Okay, I'm
edible.
going to go on the other end.
Okay, yeah,
It makes you feel more earthy.
yeah.
Being
Is this okay?
So good.
Yeah.
All right, tell us more about the famous red sauce that you can put over anything.
Okay, the red sauce is a little different version of this. It's actually used in weight loss programs.
Oh,
and it's
really?
actually a liver detox. Basically, you put onion and garlic together with a little olive oil, and we use liquid aminos. And that particular combination, the sodium and everything, will help you detox your liver.
So it's just the tomatoes, garlic, onion, aminos, and then the
And the
Olive oil.
olive oil.
Yes.
Okay, and that's it?
And then we turn it on here.
Okay. So why don't we go to break? We're going to serve up some of this red sauce, the
Hummus.
and all this good stuff, the salad, and we'll be right back.
Switching your account from one bank to another can be a hassle. Farmers State Bank wants to make life easy for our customers. With our MyFSB Switch Kit, we can help make the transition to a new account quick and easy. Come into one of our convenient locations and our staff is here to assist you. And with our new website and mobile-friendly banking, we are continuing the Farmers State Bank tradition of service.
No one will work harder or care more for you.
Visit myfsb.com.
We want every customer to come in here and feel like they got the great dining experience. We have a variety of cuts: sirloin, strip, a ribeye, filet.
Numerous cuts that are farm to table.
Without the pianists, it wouldn't be the Hideout. They play a certain song and they create the flow of the restaurant. Got an award for our Wine Spectator. We pride ourselves in carrying over 500 selections of wine. It's a nice upper casual dining experience.
Product that tastes second to none.
We're open 7 days a week, whether it's with a family for a date, an anniversary. Come visit us here at the Hideout.
Our business is printed apparel, embroidery, signage, cups and mugs and so forth.
We are not just about the sale, we're about building a relationship with our customers.
We have the latest technology. We have craftsmen here. We have people that really have a passion for what we're doing.
The whole buying process can really be enjoyable. Quality and transparency and integrity.
Awesome customer service. We tend to respond to what our customers' needs are. We've been in business for 36 years. We want to make sure that we're taking care of the customer.
And as you can see, we are eating right now, eating organic food. I want to thank Bruce and Marianne for fixing us up. It's really, really good.
I've already started my weight loss, detox, feel great diet right here.
You know who's coming on like next week, don't you?
What, like some
chocolate
pasta,
lady,
chocolate
yeah.
lady.
It's chocolate pasta.
her today.
Also, too, they're from Coutrysprout Organics. And if you would like to find them, Facebook, Farmers Market.
Facebook, and
Our
we're
webpage.
at the Murdale Farmers Market in Carbondale
Yeah,
every
you
Saturday.
definitely want to find them. It's so good. And we were talking about even the garlic that you grow. It's got just such an original taste, and everything is, you know, that's what I love about your vegetables, the freshness. They all taste wonderfully. And sometimes when you buy at the grocery store, like you said, because they have to make so much of it, a lot of that is lost. I think a lot of the flavor is lost.
It is.
Yeah. You guys did make a special dressing that went on the salad. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Well, the dressing is basically apple cider vinegar at 1 part and then olive oil at 2 parts. There's also another oil that we get is called macadamia nut oil, which is not very common, but it is becoming more popular and recognized for being good. Some people are saying, oh, olive oil, you can eat too much of it, but this one is an olive, just a standard organic olive oil. Typically, though, your recipe is 1/2 of vinegar to 1 whole of olive oil. And then whatever salt and pepper. Did you need seasoning?
Oh,
Are you
no.
okay?
It's
Okay.
perfect.
Okay.
The red sauce.
The red sauce became your dressing. So that is, in effect, it's kind of like a French dressing if you mix this with the red sauce.
Has this been a generational effort? I mean, are you passing this on and your love of all of this to someone that will carry it on? Or
We have 4 kids and all of them are vegetarian.
there you go.
And a couple are vegan, which means that they eat no eggs, no dairy. But we have other people who eat, we have family members who eat cheese and eggs. There's, you know, a whole way of eating that comes up around organic food, but it's kind of a mindset where you start to say, wait, first you say it tastes good, and then you go, oh, maybe it's actually making me feel better.
Sure.
We have one person who's buying produce from us who's on a completely, what is it, organic vegetable, mostly juicing. And
Yes.
Wow.
They had cancer,
Okay.
had a normal white blood cell count, and so they went on this program of eating organic produce and organic juices, and their white blood cell count returned to normal. So every year, by being certified organic, people will actually seek us out, and so every year we run into people who are changing their diet, watching what they're eating, because unfortunately they develop cancer. And the important thing is really about the freshness, because what you're eating here, you know, the lettuce was cut yesterday, the carrots were pulled yesterday. So that's as fresh as you can get it. With the way our food is transported now, it could be a week old, you know, just when it comes to the store.
You never know.
And so the freshness, you know, makes a difference, and you know, it's more nutritious. You know, you start losing the vitamins and minerals out of anything you pick.
Sure, absolutely.
As soon as you pick it, it starts becoming less nutritious. So
Well, you guys have picked a winner in all of this, and thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for
Thank you.
Thank you.
sharing all the information, and we'll be right back.
Coming up on the Spiel.
Her in-home sitter talks about it all the time, how she has just touched so many lives and brought love to so many people.
Awesome.
But yeah, being a mommy's an awesome thing, as you guys know.
Yeah.
With people sleeping in cardboard boxes, it's better if we don't have to see. 'Cause I know in our heart, but for the grace of our God, they could be us easily.
If you live in Southern Illinois, you drive around, you're probably going to go by one of our buildings or know somebody that has a building that we have put up. It's only limited by one's imagination. You can build pretty much anything with post frame building. They're economical and sturdy. It's going to last a long time. We try to work hard, get the job done, buy efficiently to keep the cost as low as possible for our customer. We have a website, newcombconstruction.com. At the end of the day, I have to be satisfied with the work we do.
You'll know you're in Shawnee Forest Country when the hills rise up to meet you. The Shawnee National Forest is home to miles of unbelievable natural wonders. Plan your getaway at southernmostillinois.com.
We have the best selection in Southern Illinois, hands down. Great customer service, clean, well lit.
We encourage people to come in, shop the store, try different things, experience the tasting.
Our staff at all speakeasies are the most knowledgeable. You can call, you come in, there will be somebody to talk to you about what you're looking for.
We have a lot of products here. Whatever you need, we can get it taken care of, whether you come in the store or the drive-thru.
Like us on Facebook to keep up with tastings and weekly specials. Speakeasy Liquors. You're watching The Spiel. The Spiel presents You're On, 100% original new music.
Hi, I'm Bill Harper. I'd like to do a song for you that I wrote several years ago after hearing politicians complaining about the state of the social world. And I thought it was a little hypocritical, and so this is a song I came up with. It's called Guilt and Disdain. Last summer I went out walking alone, it must have been 5. Sun still high, no clouds in the sky, no people, and I wonder why. They're suffering and fighting, now the children I can't understand. The pain that I see and the apathy, it's just about who owns this land. I'm searching high when I want an answer, looking low to try to explain. To the people in need and the leaders in greed, I'm disgusted with their guilt and disdain. With people sleeping in cardboard boxes, it's better if we don't have to see. 'Cause I know in our heart, but for the grace of our God, they could be us easily. I guess the hardest thing for me to conceive is that a nation in all of its might could turn a deaf ear to the cries and the fear and leave our future to the chill of the night. I'm searching high when I want an answer, looking low to try to explain. To the people in need and the breeders in greed, I'm disgusted with their guilt and disdain. But don't Don't get me wrong, there's still people fighting for the weak and the poor and the good. And I think that most of our problems could be solved if only we would. So I say to the people in power and the nations that inhabit this woods, take your sympathy and make it empathy. It's not a question of whether we should. I'm searching high when I want an answer, looking low to try to explain. To the people in need and the leaders in greed, I'm disgusted with their guilt and disdain. I'm searching high when I want an answer, looking low to try to explain. To the people in need and the leaders in greed, I'm disgusted with their guilt and disdain.
We do our purchasing, which gives us deeper discounts. So we have 5 acres full here, another 5 acres full across the street. Get online, check it out, tristaterv.com. We have our new RVs, pre-owned, clearance. It's so simple to go through. We have toy haulers, travel trailers, fifth wheels, trailers, and motorhome. Call us or go online, get a quote, trade in value, get financing, or just contact us. And we'll send you written information as well as a video. Get a hold of us and see what we do for you.
Tri-State RV.
I won't be beat.
At the Bank of Heron, we know that between family and work, it can be a challenge to find the time to take care of things like going to the bank. And really, what you need is a way to do your banking on the go. Well, we've got good news. With the Bank of Heron mobile banking app, you can manage debit cards, find bank locations, monitor account activity, even make a deposit. Just a few of the ways our mobile banking app can save you a trip to the bank. We'd love for you to come see us, but now you don't have to. The Bank of Heron. It's not just a bank, it's mobile banking.
So the idea behind the diabetes prevention program is to prevent the onset of type 2 diabetes or to delay it, which saves people a lot in terms of medical costs. The program is a year-long commitment, and we meet weekly, and this is focusing on lifestyle changes. And so there are no good or bad foods. There are healthier and less healthy decisions. It's an investment in your health. You can get a referral from your doctor, or you can self-refer. We see any patient willing to come in regardless of their ability to pay.
You're watching The Spiel.
And you're watching The Spiel. This is what we like to call You're On.
And he's on today.
He's on.
He's on. I tell you what, I've known this guy right here, singer-songwriter extraordinaire, Bill Harper from Murfreesboro, Illinois.
Yep, he's extra special. You know why? Julie handpicks certain individuals when she plays. Julie is a singer. I don't know if you know this. Julie is a magnificent performer, and so that's a compliment to you.
I think
if
so.
she
I have
chose
fingerprints, though,
yeah.
I
Where she picked
did.
you. She's like, hey, you. All right, cool. Yeah, so obviously really cool music that you're writing. Is there any particular message or kind of feeling that you try to portray or give your audience?
Well, I was raised, I lived through the 60s, and so I had that social conscience, and my faith kind of informs that as well. And so that I can't avoid that. That's going to be in there. It's part of who I am.
Absolutely.
And speaking of faith, Bill, tell the folks all the hats that you wear in your life.
Okay.
Hat number one.
Hat number one. I'm a pastoral associate at St. Francis Xavier Church in Carbondale. I have
Nice.
a master's in theology.
Wow.
And I served for a while as music teacher and music director at St. Andrews in Murfreesboro. And I still play 3 children's masses a week in Heron at Our Lady of Mount Carmel.
Wow.
And 1 Sunday a month. And then I play different churches on Sundays, kind of rotate wherever they need me.
You can find him at our local wineries.
Yeah. And when these crazy women line up, there's what, 3 of you, right?
There's
you
3
get
of us
together
he
on
has to put
occasion.
up with,
There he is.
That's a lot of fun.
That's a lot of fun.
It's just a lot of fun. But I've been performing for 40 years. I went out to California in 1978 and started performing out there and doing construction work and things like that. Moved back here in 91 after my dad had a heart attack.
Okay.
And that's when I kind of fell back into church, and one thing led to another.
There you go. And you're living out the calling.
Well, trying.
Okay, very good.
How many projects have you put out before in the past?
I've done 8 CDs and all original music and self-produced. And I'm working on a concept now. I've been performing for the last year as Exeter's Landing as a duo, trio, and band. with a lot of the different musicians in Southern Illinois, getting to know guys and see who we're comfortable with. And so I've got if you can check it out on Facebook,
Sure.
it explains the whole concept.
What is that, Bill
What is the
Harper
Facebook?
Music?
It's Exeter's Landing.
Exeter's Landing.
Exeters. I came
Okay.
up with the name. It's about a man named David Exeter and his journey.
There you
And It's
go.
going to be a concept album, and I hope to do a live performance with band and orchestra. And
Can they
local-
find your schedule and such on there too? or-
Yes, you can Google Bill Harper Music, and my website will come up on Reverb Nation.
Perfect.
And I'm on Facebook as Bill Harper, singer-songwriter, as myself, and as Exeter's Landing.
Awesome.
And so I keep everything updated through there.
I know you're a little under the weather, but you know, I mean, you got your guy here. He's got his girl. I mean, can we do a little ditty as we play out, or what can we do?
With a little faith, mountains move. You and me, we can't lose. You can count on the sun to rise, the stars to come out at night. As long as there's air to breathe, you'll always be loved by me.
Yeah.
Coming up on the Spiel.
And you know what? This has become a sensation. I mean, you can open up whole businesses dedicated to beer.
It's an amazing job, first off. I work full-time making beer.
Yes.
And selling it at the Brewpub in Murfreesboro.
The very first thing they tell you is that adoption is emotional and the hardest thing that you will ever do. And for somebody that is a control freak,
That's out the window.
I would encourage all of you to pay it forward and let that random act of kindness define us as a nation.
My name is Jalad. I'm a dentist. We're here for the community to help them with their dental need and provide the dental care for the people who needs it the most, the people of this community. Some of our guests haven't had places to go to for a while because they go from one place to another. They appreciate what we do here and we're very thankful that they give us the opportunity to do it. When they come over here, they know that you care for them. That is the most important thing we can do.
Visit us at crhpc.org.
Welcome to the Spiel Saloon, right here. Belly up.
Spiel it in the saloon.
You know, we've had the organic farmer on today. Now Nick Blue is joining us from Molly's Pint Brewpub. And you know what? This has become a sensation. I mean, you can open up whole businesses dedicated to beer, the brew.
Craft beer.
Talk about it.
Craft beer is it's an amazing job, first off. I work full-time making beer.
Yes.
And selling it at the Brewpub in Murfreesboro.
Okay.
We make 45 different types of beer that we rotate through 12 taps.
We're going to start sampling as you talk because we want to hit them all. I mean, what do we have here?
Coffee to start with.
We're going to start with the root beer, right?
No, coffee.
Oh,
Coffee to start with.
Coffee to start, okay. All right. You know, I mean, but here's the thing about craft beer, and you know this. It can go bad really quickly, too. People can be either a huge fan or they're like, oh, I don't think so, you know. I mean, I love it. I really do. And I like the stronger
Take
the
you a
better.
coffee swig there, sister.
That is amazing. I love that. Here's to you and here's to me. There you go.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Is that coffee?
Root beer?
Oh, root. Now, the root beer, that has no alcohol, right?
That's non-alcoholic.
Correct.
Because I love root beer.
Okay, well, you just contaminated it. So you're sick. We'll put some of that coffee. Is that
That's
good?
good root beer.
Is that good?
Just good old root beer.
Put me some. Okay, so you said you start with 2 basic ingredients when you're making these things.
We start with 2 ingredients.
Okay.
The primary ingredient is grain. That's where the sugar comes from that we ferment into beer.
Okay.
And we use barley. That's from this dish right here. This
Barley?
is a toasted and malted barley.
Nice.
This is called biscuit malt. That's one of my favorites. It has
Can you make biscuits with it?
I suppose you could. You'd have to grind it into flour. We don't grind it that that hard to make beer.
And then you come in, because you've got how many offerings here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11?
This is 11 of my taps running right now.
Okay. And then you come in on top and you do the pumpkin and the Irish red and all that. Is that what you do? So the
specialty varieties, sure.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
And what is that there?
And the other ingredient is hops.
The root beer.
That's what provides acid as a preservative in beer.
Can you eat it plain?
You can.
You would want to.
It's very resiny.
Because I tasted this, so it's not bad.
And pungent, but that is what provides the acid.
Okay, bring it
and
on.
some of the strong aromas and flavors.
So what's been your top seller thus far?
The beer that I don't have to show you today.
Okay,
I didn't
great.
want to talk a whole lot about it because
You
I'm
didn't.
sold out right now.
You're
It's
sold
the
out. We're not talking
jalapeno
about
beer.
The jalapeno beer.
Wow.
We had a brew fest in Murfreesboro just a couple weeks back,
Right.
and I sold out of an entire batch in one day.
Isn't that amazing? That's the way you want to do it, though, right?
That's right. It's the freshest beer that way.
Is your official title, would it be Brewmaster, or what do they call you guys?
Brewmaster is a pretty common one. I'm a beer artisan.
Oh,
Or a brewing artisan.
I would totally put that on my card.
Brewing artisan.
I don't
like
feel that I have mastered it yet.
Okay.
Isn't it cool? This whole show has been about
Is it like
natural. And
Oh,
making
natural,
your
and going to
own.
the earth. I love that. So, like with wine tasting, is there a certain order you need to go in when you're doing the beer, or can
Yeah,
you just
generally lighter flavors and lighter beers
Okay.
into the stronger and darker, more aromatic towards the end.
So what are we trying after the root
Well,
beer?
you know what? Everything's pumpkin right now. Do
It
you
is
have
pumpkin.
pumpkin?
Let's do
pumpkin
pumpkin.
beer?
I
You
certainly
don't.
do.
You do?
Yes, yes,
Oh
pumpkin.
my.
Molly of Molly's Pint demanded that I make a pumpkin beer this year.
Now, what's
So
Molly's
we released this
fascination with
for
beer?
her
Yeah.
birthday.
Okay, great. What is her fascination with beer, Molly?
Her fascination with beer
yeah.
is that
There's two of us.
I make really good beer.
Oh, you make good. Okay.
And so
Okay.
she allowed me to open this brew pub, to start this as a business.
Oh, that's good. I can. Now, what did you do? Is it truly pumpkin, cinnamon?
I used 3 whole pumpkins to make that batch of beer. So in addition to our grains and hops, there's actual pumpkin pieces in
That's
there.
awesome. That's so good.
Send her on down the line.
Okay.
Okay, what is this one? You poured this one.
I poured this one as a nice light one. This is a German honey lager where I added ginger.
Okay.
So it
Might
has
be
some
good for my
strong
throat.
flavors,
Yeah.
and I thought maybe it would be
Good for your throat.
almost
yeah.
medicinal.
Medicinal. How about that?
Honey and ginger, yes.
I mean, that's what you need when you're having a cold symptoms, right?
Wow, as you're going in with your nose, you know how you smell?
Very
that is
citrusy,
good.
bright.
Paul's cough drop.
That is good. That is good. So the Irish red. This is probably going to be my favorite.
Irish red,
Mm-hmm.
a traditional. We've tried to set up Molly's Pint as an Irish brew pub, so I have 2 or 3 Irish-themed beers on at all times.
Okay.
Irish red, nice and malty.
Oh, it is malty.
Malty.
Does the malty come from the seeds I like to eat?
The malty comes from the barley, yeah. A lot of caramely malts in there. That's going to be a dry Irish stout with a few extra components. In this case, it's cocoa nibs and cocoa powder.
Cocoa nibs.
Cocoa nibs. Have
Cocoa
you ever heard of
pebbles
such?
in here?
Cocoa powder.
All right. So what are the laws in transporting? You said you normally sell in a pint, but if people want to take things home, they can do
Then
that.
we have a draft pour called a growler. That's what each of these is, a 32-ounce growler, and that's how we have it available to go home.
Okay.
It's a fresh pour off of the draft each time,
Okay.
and then you take that to go.
All right, what's next?
How long do these? What's the shelf life? I mean, how
The shelf
long?
life in the growler is a week to 2 weeks.
Okay.
So it gives you enough time to get it home and get it in the fridge.
There you go.
And then have it with your favorite meal.
Okay.
This is one of my lightest, but it's a style of beer commonly referred to as Oktoberfest.
Ooh,
So very popular
yes.
this time of year.
So what's this
And
name?
it's a traditional Munich lager. So I use
Munich
all
lager.
German ingredients, including Munich malts and German hops.
Nice.
Where do you find your ingredients?
Germany.
have-
He goes all the way
Germany?
there.
I have a grain supplier out of St. Louis that can import just about every type. So I can do these
Well, this
neat
is awesome.
regional styles.
Yeah, this is so good. You know what? Kudos. You do a great. Rarely have I tried an array like this and enjoyed all of them. Good job.
Thank you.
Thanks. Good job. All right, and we'll be right back.
To find out more about the Spiel or even watch past episodes, visit spielon.com.
We've been here for 25 years now. Any kind of products that a farm person would need. Carry a very exclusive line of saddles and tack. We have thousands of pairs of boots, ladies, men's, kids, anywhere from the work boots to the latest in style. We've got everything for any lady that would want to dress up. From the jeans to the tops to the dresses.
The newest products and latest styles.
The men's department. We've got hundreds of pairs of jeans to dress up or dress down. We have an extensive line of feed. From one bag to tons, we can handle it. I just want to be here for the customer. Anything they need, that's what we're here for.
If your mission is to find big name brand beer, wine, and spirits at warehouse prices, you're in luck.
You're not going to find a better selection. We've got a military theme. We have people come in looking for items that are not commonly sold, and we tend to have the products that they're looking for.
If you don't see a product and you want that product, let one of our staff know. We add it to the list and we do our best to get that product in.
So if you want the largest selection of products at the lowest prices, you'd better fall in line.
We have a lot of products here.
At the lowest price to the consumer.
Lucky's Beer, Wine, and Spirits. Big name brands, warehouse prices.
You know, we love these type stories.
Especially our kids.
Oh, look at this is the star of the show, Miss Ella. Can you take a bow or curtsy or what is it that you're just going to beat?
No,
at
we
the
just
top
make
to your
noise at
cereal
this
thing? That's
age.
good. You know, this story is about the adoption process, which if you've ever gone through it, you know, there's the whole debate of domestic, international, which is easiest, what's happening stateside. So we definitely have a wonderful story here today that's going to be told to us by Cheryl and Whitney, and again, the star of the show, Ella. But then we're going to talk about how they've actually taken an additional step, which is something that everybody, I think, should keep in mind.
This is awesome, an awesome story, guys.
Yeah. So how did it start? Once upon a time.
So we had been talking about adoption for probably a year before we registered and started looking into different agencies. And a lot of the nationwide agencies we were just kind of scared about because they handle so many birth mothers. They just didn't really, they weren't able to give the support that they needed to all of the birth mothers. So we found Caritas, and they really were able to provide all of these different counseling services and financial services, and their first goal is to really enable parents who want to parent the resources to parent.
Okay.
And then if they pursue adoption, they give them counseling services and then rides to the doctor's appointments, set them up with different adoptive profiles so that they really feel like they're making the best choice.
Well, Cheryl talked about, and she touched on it, you know, anybody going through this process, you've got to really gear yourself up because at any time, you know, how do you remain strong in the game and committed to the process, but keep in the back of your mind, you know, that maybe this is not going to go the way that you envisioned it going. How do you protect yourself against that? How do you deal with that?
I think you just have to have faith that what's meant to be will be meant to be, and what's best for the child will eventually be the outcome of the process.
Okay.
And if you keep that mindset, obviously it's never easy and it is a stressful process,
Right.
but I think if you keep that mindset and, you know, just believe it's in God's hands, then
Absolutely.
what will be, will be.
Okay.
So you got to join in on this wonderful adventure when the birth mom was 4 months pregnant or 3?
No, she would have been
about
6, 7.
Okay.
Because we were matched in August and Ella was born at the end of October.
And I guess the process is as simple as, I mean, you guys do like, you know, everybody's familiar with profiles. You build a profile, right? And this person's just going through a book. And she's like, there they are. And that's how it happens. So,
Oh, the mama does that?
yeah, that's how she goes.
Yeah.
There it is,
The
right
birth
there.
mother gets to pick.
So as part of like the process that you have to go through to be live, you have to build a
Sorry,
profile
girl.
book, and that's like your picture, and then you have to answer a ton of questions and write essays and write a letter to the birth mother, which can only be 1 page and really about 3 paragraphs, and convincing an expectant mother on why you should raise their child.
So you go to the doctor's appointments, you get to see the ultrasounds.
Sometimes. We were
Sometimes.
very, very fortunate.
Oh, okay.
Our story is one that the agency is set as like a dream adoption story.
Nice.
So we were able to have direct contact with Ella's birth mother
And her family.
Yeah, we got to meet her family. We got to go to the doctor's appointments. We got to be in labor and delivery. Cheryl cut the cord. We got to have skin to skin and have
Isn't
her
that great?
immediately.
Now, tell me if I'm off limits here. Does the birth mother, did she want to hold, and did she?
That's their choice. In this situation, she chose not to.
Okay.
She, throughout the process after we were matched, she was like, I feel like I'm your surrogate. And when Ella was born, she looked at us both and said, you guys are mommies.
Oh, wow.
It was the most heart-wrenching, happiest, touching moment ever.
Yeah.
So I'll always remember that for the rest of our lives, I think.
I always hear stories. We have several adopted children in my family, extended family. And is it really expensive, like they say?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all we need to say.
Yeah,
but like with any child, or
It is,
when
it's
you
true.
go in to have a child, and I think what's important to remember for our viewers, there could be people watching that for whatever reason they can't carry, or it's not working out for them, and we do know that there are so many young women who, for whatever reason, they run into trouble and they realize now that they have this other life to consider, and it's just so great to do these educational bits because number one, that young girl who obviously doesn't have the resources, to do what needs to be done in the way of caring for a child, had to make a courageous decision, and then there has to be people like this on the other side to receive. So
You two are very smart women, and it looks like you've talked everything out about this. What's your opinion on the age that you're going to sit her down and say, Ella, here's your story?
We talk about it now. I mean, she doesn't really understand it, but we are open and transparent about it.
We talk about her birth mother now and how great she is and how much she loves her. And
She's in her prayers every night.
That's
we
awesome.
pray for her.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So just as soon as, again, once she can comprehend it and retain it, but yeah, we talk about it now.
That's good.
That's great. It's never going to be strange to her.
Good.
Her name will always be familiar, and it's always going to be part of her story.
A stunning little girl, just celebrated her first birthday. Cheryl, we'll start with you, just kind of a wrap up, what the whole process has meant for you and how your heart is likely full today as a result.
Well, obviously it's life-changing, and being a mom is the best thing that's ever happened to me. And she is the thing about this little one is she has touched so many lives, not just within our immediate family, but our circle of work friends and our customers and our friends outside our family. She has so many faux aunts and uncles that just, her in-home sitter talks about it all the time, how she has just touched so many lives and brought love to so many people.
Awesome.
But yeah, being a mommy's an awesome thing, as you guys know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Whitney, you're just a little wrapped up with her, aren't you? She said, I'm going to cry, don't you?
I did. I said immediately, before, I said I was going to cry.
Where are you going?
The whole process is just, they say that adoption, the very first thing they tell you is that adoption is emotional and the hardest thing that you will ever do. And for somebody that is a control freak,
That's out the window.
it's very, very hard because you have absolutely no control.
Right.
And it really just teaches you patience and that, it's all in God's timing.
Amen.
And that, there is a plan and everything works out.
All right, ladies, again, thanks so
Thank
much.
you so
Ella,
much.
Hey, thanks. You want to say bye-bye? Can you say bye-bye?
Say bye-bye.
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 Thank you for having us.
Absolutely.
It's been a
Thank
joy.
you for sharing your story. And they can follow you online. What's the story? How do they get to read more about it?
They can go to Caritas Family Solutions.
Now, what are you saying? Spell that.
It's Caritas.
Okay.
Family Solutions.
Okay.
And tell them about your blog.
And then the scholarship is Ella's Bright Future Scholarships. And then on Instagram, you can find it at Raising Ella Clara.
How are you funding the scholarship program, real quick? Can folks help or
Yes, we
go
have
to that site?
We have an online.
So you can, the donation site is you can click on the bio link on our Instagram at Raising Ella Clara.
Awesome. That's a great story. Thanks so much for coming on, Boo. See ya.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back.
We love making new friends. Visit us online at facebook.com/Spiel On. These days, video is everywhere. TVs, computers, even your phone. With so many ways to use video to reach your potential audience, it's become an important part of doing business. If you like the commercials you've seen during the Spiel, and if your business could benefit from a creative approach to telling your story, with attention-grabbing visuals and thoughtfully executed scripts, perhaps it's time you give Growing Media a call. We'd love to hear from you.
A lot of the jobs are given to us because of our quality of work. We're motivated to be here for the customer.
When they call here, they get a real person, first ring.
A phone call comes in. After hours, it goes to another live person who dispatches out. We're aggressive in making sure that we take care of the calls when they come in.
More qualified workers, more expertise.
To know that somebody values the work that you've done, that's the biggest reward you can get.
Litton Enterprises, residential and commercial plumbing and heating. You're watching The Spiel.
Told you.
And how about that?
That's how it goes, right there.
I love an all-natural show.
All
An
natural.
all-natural man.
Yeah.
An all-natural woman.
This is going to take a little bit.
I don't like that, but
it's going to take a little bit.
Okay.
Wow. All right, listen. So we've had some gracious guests today. We love the type guests who will come in and leave their wares, leave their food, leave their jugs of craft beer, whatever. And Jason and Matt quickly found theirs. I mean, their choice du jour. But what we thought we would do, because I know you like the old school country. You like the old time country, don't you?
And that's what I love about Jason Pinkston, our camera guy.
Absolutely. Extraordinaire.
He
likes
sing,
to camera guy extraordinaire.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
He can
the master.
sing Ice-T. Is it Ice-T or Ice Cube?
Who? Like a singer?
Like a rap singer.
Yeah.
Is it Ice what? Ice
I think
Baby?
there's both of those.
Anyway, those guys, he can sing every word of that stuff,
Right.
and then go back and pick up
To
Hank
the
Williams.
good
Not
old
the junior,
one, the good
but
ones,
the
the
Williams.
good ones.
I love that about him.
All right.
Jason, come on up with
Matt
your
and
instrument.
Jason both wanted to come up and play an instrument. They want to show out a
Come on,
little bit.
both of you.
Little duo. We're
And
going to make
I'll
sure that
give
Rob
you-
keeps everything rolling. Rob, you can take a picture of yourself too. Everybody wants on. I know. Everybody wants on. Everybody wants on.
Somebody
And
get a
Jason's got to
picture of
always
the
wear his
dishwasher.
sunglasses. Yeah, I don't know why he always has to do that.
Get over here.
But Julie,
was a heck of a show.
Right here.
we'll see. This is
You
not
know,
true.
guys, I'll tell you what.
This is not
Okay,
true.
ready?
It's not true. They've only had a couple sips.
Okay, here is the.
Okay,
Here
we don't
is
condone.
the,
That's the root
the
beer
beat,
that they're drinking. By the
beat
way,
I want you to give me. Hoo, 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 hoo. It's like a waltz. Ready?
you guys
Hoo,
get ready.
hoo.
They're about to perform here. It's going to be big. It's
Keep
going to be
going.
huge.
Together. If you're feeling salty, then I'm your tequila. If you've got your freedom, I've got the time.
Name that tune.
You show me yours, hon, and I'll show you mine.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. How
See?
about that?
Thanks, guys. That was amazing. That
No,
was
it
great.
wasn't. They sucked at that.
That was terrible. Actually, they were blowing. They didn't. They
There ain't
was blow.
nothing
Yeah.
sweeter than naked emotions.
Yeah.
So you show me your babe,
and
I'll show you mine.
We don't.
Okay, anyway.
Okay, let's get to our word.
Hey, we've got our word. Ooh,
Confabulate.
Confabulate. To converse informally, to chat, which is what we do here on this show, the Spiel.
Ah.
Confabulate.
4 syllables.
Actually 5, because the end stands alone. Confabulate. Well, I don't know. The end stands alone. Matt, no? Carry it in? Confabulate. Okay, there it is. Confabulate. Okay.
Okay.
You want to go first?
I will.
Always.
Confabulate.
Late.
Let's do it faster,
Wait.
because you were late.
I was late.
Okay, ready?
Late.
You're late again. You're doing it on purpose. We're trying to teach the children.
Confabulate.
We're trying to teach the children at home a new word.
Teach the children the new word. Confabulate. To converse informally, to chat.
See, they'll go to school Monday, and you know what they're going to say?
Confabulate.
No, they'll say, hey, I learned a new word, teacher, on the Spiel.
Late.
Late. And she'll go, no, did you watch Angie Wyatt? That's
She
right.
will.
That's where you
It'll
got
be
it.
great. It'll be great. You feel like we need to do it again?
Yeah.
We got it. Okay.
Let's switch it around. You start.
Okay. Fun.
Okay, I wasn't ready, was I?
Okay, go.
Gone.
Fab.
You. Late. Here it is, right there. All right, guys. Next week. We'll see you then.
I dreamed you loved me, stranger. The words you spoke, they seem so real. Lying in the dark, not knowing how you really feel. I tried to take it back and build a paper shield to my soul. Then I put on my mask, I went outside to play my role. Do you see me in dark clouds and rain? Knowing something's broken in two. I swept the pieces into a place where I can hide from above. I lift my eyes to heaven and cry me a river of love. So ask a favor of me, see the face of something has changed. You'll never ask and it'll never be the same. But you got what you're looking for, and me, I guess I followed my heart. But now that something's gone, it's not coming back, don't start. Do you see me in dark clouds and rain? Knowing something's broken in two. I swept the pieces into a place where I can hide from above. I lift my eyes to heaven and cry me a river of love. Cry me a river of love. Do you see me in dark clouds and rain? Knowing something's broken in two. I swept the pieces into a place where I can hide from above. I lift my eyes to heaven and cry me a river of love. Cry me a river of love. Cry me a river of love.